Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Gold and silver are down right now as remarks from the Fed Chairman Powell said the economy's in a good state. So right now we see gold at $1,567.60, down $4.20 on the day. Silver $17.60, down 14 cents on the day. Platinum $970, up $8, and palladium $2,264, up $3. The link to this article from Kitco will be in the description. We're going to go over the chart analysis, the analytical standpoint of silver and gold right now, and why prices are lower, and also what might be in store for it in the future. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. So anyways, let's jump into it. Gold and silver prices are moderately down at midday U.S. futures trading Tuesday. Some upbeat remarks on the U.S. economy by Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell helped to sink the safe haven metals today. And on this day, the global marketplace decided to brush off the coronavirus outbreak that continues to spread, which in turn rallied global stock markets, a competing asset class for the precious metals. So, two things are going against gold and silver right now. One is Federal Chairman Jerome Powell said that the economy is going good. Things are okay right now. But also, the global marketplace decided to say, you know what, the coronavirus, I'm not going to get it. I'm okay. I'll be okay. And this, in return, made stock markets rally, which also sent prices for precious metals lower, but not to much extent. We saw stock markets setting record-breaking highs, and gold and silver didn't drop too much, so I'm not really too worried about that. So anyways, February gold futures were last down $9.90 an ounce at $1,569.60. March COMEX silver prices were last down 21 cents at $17.57 an ounce, and right now it's 3 cents up from that. So things might not be too bad. I'm not worried. I'm definitely not worried. And I wouldn't be. Please don't. I really encourage you guys to not get too emotionally invested, too panicky when stuff like this happens, because it's a flip of a switch. It's a game of ping pong. It's a game of, it's going to go back and forth. You know, it's a game of tennis. It goes back and forth, up and down, left and right, front and center, backwards. It really doesn't matter. As long as you understand silver's futuristic fundamental standpoint, you're going to be okay. I made a video a couple hours ago talking about silver versus the dollar, and that was one of my favorite videos I made in a while. The article was absolutely incredible, just breaking down how silver compares to the dollar and what real money is. I highly recommend going to check that out. So anyways, while the coronavirus outbreak continues to spread, it is now spreading at a lower rate of growth in new cases, which has again somewhat made the marketplace better. You know, it definitely helped the marketplace get a more upbeat, more at ease perspective on it. So anyways, there are now over 1,000 reported dead in China and over 42,500 afflicted. Wow, 42,000 people afflicted. So on this day, the marketplace reckons that the spread of the illness is getting under control, and that the Chinese government, working with the U.S. and other countries, will keep the outbreak from becoming a pandemic. Traders and investors have now been calmed down on this matter, only to become anxious again. Once again, traders and markets are fickle, which I'm glad they put that in. That who knows? This thing goes back and forth. Tomorrow, it might be the front page on the front burner again, that this is crazy, just like U.S.-China trade negotiations, just like with the Hong Kong protests, just like with the Iran tensions. This stuff goes up and down on the day. It's almost like the emotional stability of a baby. You know, 1 second it's happy, 1 second it's crying, 1 second it's sad, 1 second it's hungry. It's crazy, and that's why you really cannot pay attention too closely to the day-to-day perspective of these markets, or you will drive yourself crazy. It's impossible to stay up to date with it. I try my best, but I also, in my videos, when I do, you know, tell you guys this on a day-to-day basis, when I do go over this and review this and analyze it, I try to bring a calming perspective, letting you guys know that it's going to be okay, that the prices are going to go back up, most likely within the next couple of days, so you don't go crazy doing it, because some people actually do, and some people make some very bad decisions. That's how impulse buying and panic selling so heavily consume people. So anyways, the key outside markets today see crude oil prices higher and trading around $50.30 a barrel. Meantime, the US dollar index is slightly weaker overnight after hitting a 9-month high overnight. So technically, April gold futures bulls have the overall near-term technical advantage. However, they need to show more power to restart the 3-month-old price uptrend on the daily bar chart. Gold's next upside near-term price breakout objective is to produce a close above solid technical resistance at the February high of $1,598. Bear's next near-term downside price breakout objective is pushing prices below solid technical support at $1,542.80. First resistance is seen at this week's high of $1,580 and then at $1,590. First support is seen at today's low of $1,565 and then at $1,560. So you can see that gold and silver do basically the same thing. It looks like silver is a little underperformed compared to gold. Usually it's the opposite, but things are still pretty drastic. It's still interesting. I always like these side things over here as well. Is gold hitting $2,000 in 2020? Is it a too far-fetched idea, or can it still fall below $1,300? I love, and it's talking about how the panel weighs in. Interesting stuff. Don't be fooled by rallying equities. Gold and silver down amid upbeat comments from Chairman Jerome Powell. This is stuff that you also can check out as well, following them on Twitter. I'm not very active on Twitter myself, but if you are, definitely check out Kitco, some other very good sources as well. So March silver futures bears have gained the overall near-term technical advantage. A 4-week-old price downtrend line is in place on the daily bar chart. Silver bulls' next upside price breakout objective is closing prices above solid technical resistance at $18.37 an ounce. The next downside price breakout objective for bears is closing prices below solid support at $17. First resistance is seen at this week's high of $17.82 and then at $18. Next support is seen at last week's low of $17.46 and then at January low of $17.28. March New York copper closed 335 points at 258 cents today. Prices closed near mid-range today. The copper bears have the firm overall near-term technical advantage. A bearish pennant pattern has formed on the daily bar chart. Copper bulls' next upside price objective is pushing and closing prices above solid technical resistance at 270 cents. And then the next downside price objective for bears is closing prices below solid technical support at the February low of 248 cents. So first resistance is seen at today's high of 260 cents and then at the February high of 262 cents. And I do want to mention, are you guys investing into copper? What precious metals do you guys invest into? Do you have platinum or palladium, or do you focus on silver and gold? And what is your ratio? Like, how much silver do you have compared to gold? That would be a cool video idea, maybe doing like a poll video about it, because I really do. I wonder how many people just go in on silver. I'm curious if there is strictly silver stackers, or if there are people that invest into both or diversify or have platinum and palladium. I'm sure a lot of people jumped on the palladium hype train as it definitely exploded over the past couple months. But I'm curious. I know palladium is extremely expensive. I remember when it used to be cheaper than gold. I remember when platinum was more expensive than gold. This stuff does come and go, but I'm curious to what extent do you guys invest or diversify? So, anyways, just to wrap this, or just to recap, markets are down right now temporarily. That's the best word I can use, is temporarily, because Federal Chairman Jerome Powell said that the markets are okay. The economy's okay, and that's definitely going to help put a damper on precious metals, especially as stock markets start to rally again. That's definitely going to help push prices down. But guess what? The economy's not always okay, and stock markets aren't always rallying. So stock markets are actually extremely volatile. There's a high volatility with stock markets. So that gives opportunity for gold and silver to go upwards as well. So never want to look at this as a permanent thing. It's very, very temporary, very fast-paced. Stuff washes over extremely fast, and you need to remember that. So anyways, Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you missed my video I posted earlier today, I highly recommend going to check that out, talking about the silver compared to the dollar and what that entails. Very good video, very well written article. I definitely think you guys will enjoy it. So with that said, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.